Welcome back, guys. So this video is just gonna be picking back up after my last, after my, what was it? My how to determine daily bias video, and that this is picking up after part 3. So if you haven't watched those videos, then you can start there. I basically just go over how I find daily bias and how, basically what it's looked like so far. And I'm basically just going through my whole strategy, essentially. I also have a video going over exactly what my strategy is. I'm not going to do that in this video, so just go check that one out. But with that being said, let's get into it, and let's get into backtesting. My goal is to get 6% on the month or more or better. My goal is to make 6% plus consistently. Right now we're almost through March. We're up 3%. I want to get that 6%. If I get one more trade, I'm risking 1% for $1,000, then I'll hit that 3%. But I really do want to get 6% plus consistently over months, so that is my goal. So let's see if we can get it in this video. Let's go. So actually, what day are we on? I actually don't know. We are at, so we need to go to the next day actually. Alright, but what day are we on? We're on a Wednesday. This is a Wednesday? Okay, great. Let's go to 9 o'clock. I'm just gonna go to the 10 o'clock. Let's go. Alright. So, weekly. Alright. Just gonna mark out this fair value gap here. Earlier expanding. This is a draw on liquidity. I want to see us take that. We've already taken, nearly about to take this draw on liquidity here. So, let's go back to the daily. Yeah, we're about to take it. Just looking at the weekly, what happened? We opened low, we expanded. I want to see expansion. It's a Wednesday. Typically we could see midweek reversals, which I guess we're coming up on these areas, so we could see a midweek reversal from here, but I would ideally want us to keep going up, so I want to be bullish on day. Now going to the 4 hour now, let's look at that 6 o'clock candle. So we opened low, high, we opened low, now we're high. We haven't really expanded much, but I like what I'm seeing because this is where this day opened on this candle. We went low and we're going up. So this is looking like a London manipulation reversal. So I'm looking to see expansion coming into the New York session. We're already at 10. We really haven't got too much of an expansion actually. So this is candle 1, candle 2. I want to see if we have an SMT. So let's go back to an hourly chart on this. Oh, we already are on the hourly chart. I meant 4 hour chart. All right. I wanted to see if there's, I don't like this. We already kind of have an SMT put in here, between here and here. Actually, no, I lied. It's not an SMT. They both took it. Okay. Okay. I'm not really seeing a candle for formation that I want to see. This is a manipulation candle, expansion candle. Regardless, if we go down to the hour, so we don't really have an ideal candle, 4 hour candle formation that I want to see, but that doesn't mean that we can't be bullish, especially since we haven't taken this really close draw yet. But on the hourly, we can clearly see that London is giving us a manipulation and reversal. So I want to see us come back in within this candle's range here and go higher. I want us to take out that draw on liquidity. So let's go down to the 5 minute. Alright, so coming into the 9:30, we had this candle here and we expanded. So change in state, I guess. So we could enter off this candle. Put our stop down here. And then I want to target 2R. I really don't want to see us come back down lower. 1% here. But let me just look. So we haven't taken this out. Oh, what the heck did I just move? I want to see what... Okay, one thing I do not like right now is that we've already taken age. No, they both took it. So I want to see some strength in the S&P. I'm not seeing that right now, which I don't really like. But I'm gonna still take this trade and see how it goes. Okay, we're getting that strength. I like that. And we got the 2%. I mean the 2R, so that's great. And S&P started expanding. So I like that. Exactly what I was expecting, and we hit our 6% for the month. That is amazing. So we got it. Oh, why does that say 5%? Crap, 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 crap. Did we not hit our 6%? Crap. Oh, we haven't hit the 6% for the month, but we've hit 6% overall. We're still short, but by how much? So 1% more, 1% of 50,000 is how much? Bring up my calculator real quick. Crap, did the wrong thing. So I think it's not 1,000, is it? 500? What the heck? What the heck did I do? I can't maths. Times 1%. It's 500. Okay, so we need 500 more to hit that 6% actually. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can do it. So that's great. It worked out exactly. I'm happy that we finally saw that strength. If you guys want to know why I decided to enter here, it's because if you're looking at, I already was bullish, right? We were really close to this draw. Also, it's a Wednesday. We can get midweek reversals, but that didn't look like the case because we kind of got a reversal on Tuesday, even though it did end up as an update candle. But if we were bullish, I would have preferred us to coming into the 10 a.m. candle, so the 4-hour 10 o'clock candle, right? Ideally I would like to see power of 3 open low, high, close, right? And that's just typically with anything. See, we can see it here. This candle closed, this candle opens low, high, close. So I saw a place that we could potentially bounce off of coming into that 10 a.m. candle, and I just put my entry there and we took off, which I'm really happy with. So it worked out exactly. I could have targeted here and it might get there, but I'm honestly happy with 2R. And as you can see, it might get there actually. So what are we? We're at 12 now. And we're bouncing. Oh, wow. Whoa. So we did get there. If you'd held, but realistically speaking, I would have probably, let's say I was taking partials and I wanted to hold for this, I would have still moved my stop to break even, so I would have been taken out regardless, but it did end up playing out, which is crazy. That is actually crazy. But that's good. We need 500 more to hit that 6%, so let's go to the next day. I'm finding that this strategy is really, really working out nice now, and I'm really happy that I'm starting to be able to predict price with a decent level of accuracy. So we took out that, so that's crazy. This is a Wednesday, so let's go to the next day. It looks like we rejected off of that, but wait, so when this candle actually ended up as a down candle? That's crazy. So what ended up happening is that we took out this very high resistance high, and usually what that can mean is that we're entering a different phase of price. So we actually could get a retrace back into the range. So let me look at this weekly candle right now. So we're rejecting off of this candle and coming back within the range, the overall range. So I'm probably thinking coming into Thursday we could have a reversal. Let's go forward. Let's go one more. I want to come up on 10 o'clock. And just looking at this 4-hour candle, we're in a very bearish for rally gap. So I'm probably going to be bullish on, bearish, not bullish, bearish on day. So let's see. So right now I'm a little bit bearish on the weekly chart just because we took out this premium high, this high resistance high. And as I said, after we take out a high, we could come in, we could enter a new phase of price, which could be consolidation or expansion, met with expansion, which is a reversal signal coming into the week. So right now, this weekly candle is a high candle. We could still end up as a high candle, but maybe we could also end up as a down candle. Who knows? But right now, I'm thinking bearish unless something else suggests. So again, this is the Monday candle, right? So the Monday candle, we opened here. We opened here, we went lower, we made the low of the week on Monday, and then we've been up. We're kind of in a tight range in a sense. So this could be the high of the week that we just made on Wednesday. So maybe potentially we could, honestly, Thursday we could go back into the range. We could go lower, we could chop, I don't know. So we might have just put in the high of the week on Wednesday, but let's just go down and find evidence. So one thing I'm noticing is that ES is showing weakness. We're in this fair value gap while NASDAQ is kind of overtaking it right now. And then just looking at the 4-hour candle, this is our 1 a.m. This is not our 1 a.m. our 2 a.m. candle, and there's our 6 a.m. candle. It's continuously showing expansion, and this is our 10 a.m. candle. I honestly don't. Yeah, I want to be bearish. I don't want to. But because this is the weaker asset, I would probably take the trade on ES. But I need to see some form of reversal signals. We already do have a change in state here on the 4-hour, which is signaled by these 3 up close candles. We closed below it, and now we're in this bearish fair value gap. We are seeing some sort of divergence. NASDAQ is more willing to go up than ES is not willing to go up. So I don't have enough convincing knowledge right now to say. And also, looking at this, we actually haven't really put in a relevant low of the day. We've just been ripping higher. So that's kind of a red flag to me. I'm thinking we are definitely bearish. Yeah, we've just been ripping higher, and we don't really have, this is high resistance now, so we don't really have like any good draws. I would say we're probably coming back into the range here, if I'm being honest. Yeah, so I want to look for reversal signals. Right now I'm not seeing any, but let's go down to that 5-minute. And we're coming up on this higher time frame, 5-minute fair value gap. Not higher time frame, but it's a 5-minute fair value gap. So I want to see signs of weakness, and ideally I want to see. I'd probably want to take this on ES, and not so much NASDAQ, just because NASDAQ is ripping higher. So let's go down to the 5-minute here. And we've already taken out Asia and London, so that's also signs that we could want to go lower. I'm just looking for that reversal signal now. Let's go forward 5 minutes and see what happens. So we're rejecting, we're going higher, we're going higher, we're going higher, showing weakness right now. We tapped into this 5-minute fair value gap on NASDAQ. In terms of ES, I actually want to go a little bit higher. Let's go back to 1 hour on ES. So yeah, so we're in this thing. Let's go down to maybe 15 minutes, see if we can. Yeah, so we have a bearish fair value gap here, 15-minute fair value. I want to see weakness. Trade lower because we have a lot of low resistance liquidity here. Right here, we have here and here. In terms of where, I'm probably just going to target 2R. I'm not exactly thinking it's going to get all the way down here, but we have a lot of more liquidity below us than anything. Alright, wait. We don't have enough. Are we trading higher? I want to. There we go. Kind of got a reversal signal, but it kind of came late. Let's see here. Let's just make sure. So if we're respecting this premium wick, we just hit equilibrium of this premium wick. I'm actually going to get rid of that. Let's also go back to here. In a sense, you could say we're bouncing off of this order block as well, which is right here. And then we also have a premium wick. I'm going to actually get rid of this. I'm definitely more likely, I want to take shorts. I could probably take it right now. Oh crap, it's already 11:30. That's actually really late in the day. In that case, okay. We didn't have anything. What I could do is wait. I'm kind of. Oh shit. I went too far. I was waiting. I was actually gonna wait until 2, but it worked out just as I thought it would. Because I was gonna enter. Let's see. Here, I was gonna enter. I was thinking of entering on the order block, but it was. No. I was thinking of entering here, but I was just like, I don't know. That is crazy. I was literally looking to enter here and just target 2R. And actually, I could have targeted all down here for a 1 to 6. That's crazy. That is a shame. That is a really damn shame. And you're probably, but the only reason I didn't enter here is because it was already late in the day. It was already like 11:30. So I didn't know if it was going to pan out or if it's going to pan out by 2. But you know, it's fine. I still technically followed my rules. I don't really want to take a trade after 11:30 anyways, which is why I was hesitant. But it's just crazy that it worked out as I expected and then hit all of the TPs that I had here, which is crazy, but whatever. You win some, you lose some. Let's go to the next day. Which I think is a Friday, which is not the best days to trade if I'm being honest. Fridays are really, really weird. So, but Fridays we're usually trading back into the range, right? So, oh crap, what the hell did I do? One day. The heck? Alright. So Fridays can be a little tricky because obviously we already put in the high of the week right here on Wednesday, and then we put in the low of the week on Monday. So ideally I would want to trade back, let's see here. I want to trade back into the range, but what does that mean, right? We already kind of rejected off of this and traded kind of back into the range. So we're kind of also in a like equilibrium type sense, but we are within the range of this candle here. I'm not really expecting a huge move on Friday if I'm being honest. So I don't really have a directional bias just off of looking at the daily chart, so we need to go down to the 4 hour, see if we can get more information. So we might have a change in state right here. We could be coming back down. Okay, hold on. Where does that 6 o'clock candle here start? Here. So we looks like we manipulated the high because we opened. Where did we open? We opened here. Traded down. Looks like we traded up during London and manipulated that high. So let's go to the 4 hour on ES. See what we can see. Yeah. So we manipulated. Yeah, we manipulated that high here. Wait, this is also NASDAQ. What the heck? Why does that keep happening? Anyways. Yeah, we manipulate the high, so I'm guessing bearish prices because we have a manipulation in London, so manipulation reversal in London, so I'd probably want to see a continuation, and we could be targeting this low right here. So I'm a little bit more bearish, that's for sure. I'm not expecting us to come all the way down here. That's Fridays will not give you crazy moves like that unless there's like some sort of news. I'm not really expecting down here, maybe this at most. But right now I'm definitely bearish, and you can definitely see when you come on to the 1 hour, you can definitely see that manipulation. This was today's candle. This is Friday's. This is the start of Friday's candle, and then we go up and then we go lower. So I'm expecting continuation. But let's go to the 1 hour on ES. Let's just see what we're looking at here. So same thing really. Well, the only thing is that we actually I hate when this happens. We took this low on ES, we didn't on NASDAQ. So now this is where I'm just like, okay, are we bullish or are we bearish? So at this point in time, oh, never mind. We're not even at 9 o'clock yet. What the heck? What the heck? What the heck? Oh shit. That's a strong rejection count. So actually, now I'm bullish. Because we actually have an SMT here. This still was not taken even after we came into the New York session. And that's a strong rejection candle. So this is an SMT. because ES took this, NASDAQ didn't. And we have a really strong rejection candle back up and over this range. So I'd probably target London highs at this point, but let's see. It's crazy how your buys can flip-flop based on information that you're getting. Crazy. So yeah, we have an SMT. We have a strong rejection candle. Wait a minute, I want to see what the 4 o'clock candle looks like. So yeah, this is a C2 candle closure. We close back within the range of this candle, so it's more likely that this is going to be, this was a manipulation candle, and this is an expansion candle. So I'm actually definitely more bullish now, which is funny, actually. And then we actually have a change in state right here on the 1 hour. And then 4 hour, I would like to see us trade back slightly into the range of this candle and then go higher. So let's go down to the 5 minute. Oh, that's actually crazy. So I would probably enter long here at this fair value gap, put my stop down here, and then just target 2R, which overlaps with London high. I want to see if I can get a little bit more out of this. So I'm not gonna. Should I just do 1%? I'll just do the 1% because I'm. Oh crap. All right. And you can also see that we had a sweep here, along with an SMT. So that's really good. Remember how I said that a sweep or an SMT is your trigger? We haven't had a full change in state here, technically. But there, I want to see us expand. I don't like that we're chopping. Fuck. All right, I didn't like that we're chopping around there. What the fuck? That SMT did not hold. And now we're late in the day. Are you kidding me? Do I want to enter this back? Probably not. That is insane. Yo, that is insane. That is absolutely insane. So I got stopped out, but it worked out just as I expected. But it didn't work out, and it didn't reach the objective until like 2. That is crazy. If it had been at this low here, I would have been protected. What is that low anyways? Oh, this. That is insane. What the fuck? What the yo, okay. I did see this as an entry because it's an inverse for value gap, so I could have entered back here, but I didn't really want to enter it back so soon. I could have re-entered here, but I don't. This is the reason I didn't re-enter is because, again, it's late in the day. I don't really typically like to work and to re-enter at 11. Do you see that the last 2 trades that I took technically went in my direction? It didn't actually start to move up until like 11 or 2, which is absolutely insane. That is crazy. But as you can see, the analysis still works. It's just very unfortunate that price had to manipulate us like that, but it is what it is. It's whatever. It's going to happen. And it was a Friday, and I literally called it to the T, and it just... Price happened to pull a curveball on me. What time is it? I'm actually getting kind of tired of this. We're only 24 minutes in. We took how many trades? That is so crazy, bro. Man, I want my 6%, bro. I want my 6%. My win rate right now is sitting at a 58. So it's looking that I have a roughly 60% win rate right now. But this is over the course of like 2 months of trades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades. and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losses and 1 break even. So it's about, March is looking like it's 50-50 right now. And then February is looking like just, yeah, 1%. But not bad, not bad. I really want to get that 6% within the month. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. Coming into Monday is so weird. Because Mondays can put in the low of the week. Because I want to get that 6%, I'm not gonna lie. I might... Oh, crap. We're putting in the low. I might actually skip Monday. Because... Yep, we're putting in the low of the week. Hopefully, unless it's a down week, which I always change the wrong one. Unless... Because we did take this out, so we could... It would be bad if we are coming back, if we're going to be looking at a down week, because I ideally want to stay bullish. We have a volume imbalance right here. I'm probably not going to trade Monday, so let's just go to the next day. I could, but because I want to preserve capital and I don't really have a good... What the hell? Oh, this is the weekly candle. Oh, okay. Okay. Unideal. And you're probably like, why unideal? Because we put in the low of the week. However, we ended as a down candle. So, I'm not really 100% sure what we're doing right now. Are we bearish? Are we bullish? I don't know. I'm probably going to wait until that 10 o'clock candle to be presented. So we're back in the volume imbalance. Do we want to go higher is what I'm trying to think, or is trying to see right now. It looks like we're on some sort of sell side curve right now. Let's go to 4 hour on... I'm not that convinced that we're on sell side of the curve just yet, if I'm being honest. Okay. We have this low here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really sure right now. Because this day is looking like a down day. And then this is what these candles are looking like. And then this is where we opened today. We traded higher, now we're trading lower. So if we're making the low of the day, we could trade back into the range. So I might want to be more bullish. We're also very overextended here. I'd probably want to be a little bit more bullish because we put in the high of the day. We could potentially be putting in the low of the day. So maybe a bit more bullish. It's kind of hard to say. So we manipulated Asia, and then we've just been expanding down, and we're very overextended. I just don't know if we want to continue to go down right now. Let's see here, an hourly in terms of... What the hell? Oh, this low has already been taken on ES. Yes, this low has been taken. This low was taken a long time ago, actually. So maybe Nasdaq wants to come and take it out now. We're also back higher. This is very confusing. Maybe Nasdaq wants to trade higher. I'm not really sure. I feel like I might want to skip this, but let's just go down to the 1 hour to see. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna touch this. We just got a change in state just now, but it could be a retrace to go lower if that's what the play is. Because if we're going lower, we could just be retracing back into this to go lower. So I'm not that convinced. And quite frankly, if we're trading real 4-hour profiling, then technically we'd want to see a closure above this high before we even consider a closure above this body before we even consider taking a bullish trade. I'm very sussed out about this move right now because it could just be trading back into the range. So maybe I would probably consider taking a long if we get an inverse fair value gap. But there's also this here. I'm just not that convinced. Okay, why don't we try it? We can try it. We can try it. I'm probably going to put my... Do I think it could get up here? Potentially. Above London highs. Do I really think that's the play, though? I don't know about that, because I think this is the high of the day. I don't know about that one. I might have to do a 1-to-1. But I'll probably lower my risk, like, a lot here. Ooh, I knew it! I knew it! It was a retrace to go lower. Ah! Let's see, where is this 4-hour candle? We're rejecting off of this low. I can't believe I fell for that. That's why I lowered my risk. I'm probably gonna go until 2 o'clock if I'm being honest. And we ended lower. Shit. Now 2 o'clock, we're retrading back into the range. Crazy. I fell for it. No. Alright, whatever. Can't believe I fell for that very obvious trap, but whatever. Let's go to the next day. Let's go forward. Yep. Alright, let's look at the week. We have strong rejection off of this. Volume imbalance. Alright. Getting strong bearish signals now, which I like. Really hoping we can finally get a good trade that works out now. What is the draw? The draw is up here. And here. And here. Alright, great. So, okay, Tuesday, put in the low of the week. We're trading back within this range, so yeah, definitely bullish. 4-hour. Fuck. Shit, we've just been going up. Ugh. We're overextended. We didn't really put in any significant low of the day. We've just been expanding. That I don't know if I like. I don't know if I like that. Let's see what the see, look, consolidation. We expanded up. So ideally, I guess in a sense we'd want to see a continuation of that. But there's no like good signal that we're gonna go higher. I don't like. I'm a little bit kind of. We're overextended. We've just been expanding. Expansion, crazy expansion. So do we want to get an expansion or a retrace? You know what I mean? Like, what? Can't really... Why the frick is it so hard to tell what the hell is going on ES? Oh, shit. You see that? We already took this high on ES. It's showing weakness. Might want to trade back into the range. Let's look at the 1 hour. Oh. We already took this high, but we haven't topped out yet, so we don't have any reversal signals. I'll have to keep a close eye on that. Let's see. We took this high. And we took this high. That is crazy. So do we want to continue to expand like ES is doing? Or do we want to come back within the range? Is the question. 'Tis the question. So if we see a retrace, we're having a retrace. We do have a change in state here, or a break of structure, I should say, and a change in state. I don't know if the play is lower though. I would maybe need to see a retest of this. What the fuck? What? What? That's a really deep retracement. That's ideally not what I'd want to see here. So it looks like we're coming back into the range, which I did think was possible just because we were really overextended. And it's already late in the day, so I don't really know if I even want to take a trade right here. I would say if we were going to take a trade, maybe lower, but I don't know because we also came back into OTE, so we also could be going higher. See, look, you know what I mean? I could probably take a long, maybe. I wouldn't, and just target maybe 1-to-1. Kind of risky, but I'm gonna move it to break even really quick. Yeah, so I just took a very short trade because I was thinking like, okay, well, if it's gonna reverse off of here and go lower, then getting a trade around here would be ideal. But it looks like it wants what the hell? Yeah, now it's chopping. What the f Yeah, so that's our one little trade there. The reason why I took a long here is because if it was gonna come up here in reverse, right, then I don't know how to explain it. Like it just makes sense. Like if I was gonna take a trade here, it would make sense to, because it was gonna revert, because it could potentially reverse from here, right? So if I enter here, then I don't know how to explain it. Like it just made sense. Because if I longed from here and I only targeted around where this order block is, where it was gonna reverse, I think I was assuming that it could be a realistic place to take profit. And then if it hit it and then started to come back at me, I would have already moved my stop to break even. So it was a trade worth taking. It was a small trade though, it wasn't anything crazy. But that's that for today. Next day, New York session. What day are we on? It's a Thursday. I don't think we're gonna get that 6%, guys. I don't think we're gonna get that 6%. We made back what we lost on Tuesday, so I mean, hey, that's good. We have 2 more days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh crap, it's about 50-50. Looks like my win rate's about 50-50. Not bad still, I mean, I guess. Still happy with my results, but hey. I wonder if we can get that 6%. Alright, so looks like this week is looking like an up week. In terms of like creating the weekly high, I don't think we've done it yet. So maybe this is a Friday? Monday. So we made the weekly low on a Tuesday. And what the frick? Oh my god. Can this like not? Sorry, I did not mean to. This is a plain. Wow. This is a plain. What am I doing? What am I doing? Frick, man. Ah, so annoying. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so wait, this is one. Yeah, so we created the low of the week on Tuesday, which is crazy, but hey. And we still haven't put in the high of the week necessarily. Actually, I take that back. We took out this high. So we might want to enter a new stage of price. But this is a strong rejection candle, so we could continue going up. But we are in this like bearish fair value gap with two gaps. Okay. I want to be ideally bullish. We did just take this high, so I want to be a little bit cautious. I want to see what that 4-hour profile is looking at like right now. Okay, we are hugely overextended. We are really overextended. So we opened here on the day. We came down a little bit, and then we've just been ripping higher. I take back what I said. I might want to be bearish because there's no significant targets over here, as you can see, and we've just been ripping higher. We're really overextended on the day. Like, we've just been ripping. London ripping. New York ripping. I would probably want to come back into the range if I'm being honest. So, I'm looking for sell signals. I'm wondering, same thing on ES, kind of the same thing, we've been ripping like crazy. I could look for MSMTs, I'm not really that interested because I just think it's a little bit obvious that we're probably going to come back in. I always change the wrong one. I think it's just a little bit obvious that we're probably going to be coming back into the range here. We just need some sell signals or some change in state signals. So let's see. So where it would be confirmed is if we had a change in state. We don't have anything like that. Until now. We have a, okay, so we could enter here. Let's just do that because that's probably, but we could get a retrace back into this. And we have a lot of room. Let's see if we have any. No. Alright, in that case, just gonna target 2R. What the hell? Okay, actually, I'm gonna put it up here. And then lower this to here. Because I think I want to risk 1% on this. No. Are you kidding? Oh my god. Oh, you gotta be friggin' kidding me, right? Chincha. This is just crazy. You know what? I'm gonna short this. Why is 1 to 2 so far? I'm just gonna risk 1%. What the hell? Just go down. Jesus Christ. Move it to break even. Probably moved it too early. Are you kidding me, bro? That is crazy. So the real short move came at like 11. Why does that keep happening? Like, the move that I intend to actually keep happening, like, after, like, at 10, like, at not 10, like, 11, like, after the 10 o'clock candle. It's crazy. And then we basically just friggin' chop the whole time. I'm not entering after 11, realistically speaking, so, okay, whatever. Let's go to the next day. I don't think we're gonna get that 6% in the month, which is sad. Yeah. That's the last day, guys. We didn't get 6%. We were up 5% and then we lost 2%. So that's what the stats are looking like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 losses. So win rate ends up being around 50% on this month. We're still ending up positive on the month, but I would have preferred to see higher R&R. So, yeah. I mean, not bad still, but my goal is to see 6% plus a month. Once again, I called the move, just didn't happen when I expected it to. So that's unfortunate, once again. Alright, I think I'm going to end this video here because this video is like, you know, really long at this point. So, as you saw, these are the stats. This is what this is looking like right now. Wait a minute. Did I finish off Friday or was that a Thursday? But to be honest, I probably wouldn't trade Friday just because I'm already up 3% and I've already lost. I don't know. Do you guys... I said I was going to end the video, but I thought we had finished off the week, but we didn't. So let's... Is this really Friday? It is Friday. Let's do this. Let's do this one really quickly. Alright. This is what it's looking like. We just now made another high for the week. We opened here at the start of the week. We traded lower, traded higher. I'm expecting us to come back into the range. I'm not expecting us to keep ripping higher because it's a Friday, but Fridays are also friggin' weird, I'm not gonna lie. So let's just go forward in time. Alright, key reversal signals right now. We took out Asia. So that's looking like, well, it's not. Is this news potentially? It's news. Then in that case, I might want to trade early then. I might not want to go until 10. I'll probably go until 9:30. So I can't really tell what my bias is just from this. Let's see. This is... Okay, so we only have the 2 o'clock candle. We just manipulated the 2 o'clock candle. This is the 4 where we just hit into... Okay, I don't even know what we want to do right now. We're on an order block, but we just took out the 2 o'clock candle and traded back into the range, but we took both sides of said candle. So I want to look at what this 1 hour is looking like, actually. We just manipulated... Okay, so we actually have an SMT put in place because we didn't take out Asia here. And we did on ES. Let's see here. SMT. And let's do that. Okay. In terms of targets, potential targets, we could take out here. London low, because we haven't actually taken out London on ES. And this is the weaker asset, so NASDAQ is the weaker asset. We probably want to trade on NASDAQ. Alright, let's go to the 5 minute. Wait. What the heck? We actually haven't had a proper change in the state yet. Maybe here, but I don't trust it. Okay, that SMT did not hold. Why the hell is the point of SMTs if they don't hold? Like, make it make sense. It looks like we're going higher. So the SMT did not hold. So are we making a new high of the day? I'm trying to see what the play is here. We manipulated Asia, so we actually have a... Crap, I'm gonna actually long this. That's probably a little bit impulsive, and you're probably like, why are you longing? Because we actually have an SMT here. S&P never took out London, but we did take it out on NASDAQ, and they've both taken Asia high at this point, so it's looking like they want to rip. So I'm just gonna do that, and then there we go. I want to see 2R, but should I take... I'm gonna actually... This is a very rare case, but I'm actually gonna take a partial on this, and then just let the rest of it play out. And we... Come on, just a little bit further. Really? I'm gonna take another partial off of this. And we got it. Still didn't get our 6%, but we ended up back at 4%. I think if I let it just play out, we would have got the $1,000. So maybe we would have gotten maybe we would have gotten nah, I think we still would have been short, but it's crazy. you guys actually got to see that work out. That is absolutely insane. All right, so we're ending up with 4% on the month. Didn't get the 6% for the month like I wanted to, but it is what it is. But yeah, you guys kind of saw how I broke down price and looked at it. I'm getting a lot more comfortable with approaching price from this way, and with that win, actually, I think our win rate ends up being about 56%. So my win rate is looking like it's about 60%, around 60%, hovering between 50 and 60%. So that's really not bad. Didn't get the 6% on the month like I wanted, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. But anyways, I hope you learned something. We'll be back again continuing this session. I'm not sure how far up I have this session, but we're just going to continue until we're done with this session. So stay tuned. I can't speak. Stay tuned for that. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.